This week is ending with a bang on earnings season as we get some of the top big cap names reporting all on the same day. So let's jump right into it and see what they are. First one is one of the big ones that seemingly a lot of people own in their portfolios, Procter & Gamble. Now, as you can see from this chart, they have a great earnings track record with just that one miss all the way back in 2014. But it's been quite a roller coaster if you've been a long-term shareholder, which, again, I know many of you are. Shares are down off those recent highs again on this stock pullback, but can this earnings report get a little boost back in? We'll see. Then we're going to switch over to one of the nicest charts of this week, and that's Honeywell. They've always had this great earnings track record with just the one miss in 2016. And then the shares have responded with 2017 just being a spectacular year, little choppier here in 2018, but still making new highs, and they've just recently pulled off those. So we'll see where this earnings report takes the shares. Then going in the opposite direction, Schlumberger. Now this is one of my favorites every quarter because things aren't as bad as what this chart appears. So they only have the one miss back in 2016, despite the downturn in crude prices. And then the shares have really taken it on the chin here in 2018, and they're hitting new 5-year lows. This could be a buying opportunity in Schlumberger, depending on what they say here, especially with crude back up over 70. Kind of surprised that the street is this down on this stock. So this is an area that I'm going to be watching closely throughout this earnings season. And then we're switching back over to retail, where we're going to get one of the big retail names. Now, VF Corp, you might not have heard of before, but you definitely know their brands. They own North Face and Timberland, just to name two. So they are definitely big time in the game, both online and brick and mortar. And they're in some of the good areas too. Like I was saying with the North Face, that athleisure area is real hot. They had a big beat last quarter, as you can see with that big green arrow, and the shares got a boost. Now they are a little bit off their highs here, but this one is holding up far better than some of the other big wholesale retailers and also brick and mortar retailers that I follow. So this is definitely the first look at retail going into this quarter reports, so I'll be tuning in. And then we're going to finish it up with the railroad. Now, this is not the first one to report. CSX already reported earlier in the week, but I thought I'd bring it in just to show you kind of the craziness of its chart here. It's hard for it to get any momentum, and it got a little bit after the NAFTA reforms were put into place. With that worked out, because Kansas City Southern owns rail lines in Mexico. So Mexico's still a big play for them, but the share's still selling off on this sell-off here, even though it has a pretty good track record of beating 5 of the last 6 quarters. But it's just a little bit choppy here, and we'll see if this quarter can soothe investors. So these are all, like I said, big cap names. There's a lot of them going this week, and we're here to cover it all. So you don't want to miss a single chart. So be sure to follow me on StockTwits. You can follow me on @TracyReinick on StockTwits, or you can find me on Twitter for the same charts. But I'll be discussing all of these earnings reports, the charts, the results, all of that on both of those platforms, as well as continuing to do videos all week long and all month long on earnings season. So you don't want to miss a single part. You can find it all on Zacks.com and on YouTube. But be sure to tune in.